here with Allee Downing to preview the 2021 Concordia women's soccer season. As we record this, not too long away from the first official game. Of course, you're from Sioux City, where there's a couple other GPAC schools there. How did you end up at Concordia?
Well, I kind of like through high school played a lot with like the Morningside area, and I'd say I kind of wanted to get like a good distance from home, so I think that's how I ended up here, and they had a great soccer program. So.
And Bulldog teams obviously are in Sioux City a lot with those two schools, and also for some national tournaments sometimes. Where do you think Concordia fans should be eating at when they make their trip to Sioux City?
Oh, I feel like a big staple in Sioux City is definitely Navarrete's, which is a Mexican restaurant, or like Tasties, In-N-Out, and they have really good ice cream and like tavern sandwiches. I feel like those are staples.
Right. It was quite a run that took place in April for this team, an unusual two-part season. What did you find most memorable about that run?
I would say how like quick it happened, because I feel like the whole thing happened in the span of a week, and our games were always close. Like even in the middle of the season, we had like 1-goal games. So I think it was the fact that we went from the shootout with Bedland straight to the championship game, and yeah.
What from that championship run do you kind of hope that this team can carry over into this fall?
Yeah, definitely the team chemistry, because I think that took us a long way, is we all want to play for each other all the time, and I think that helps us work really hard.
I think started in a different position when you first got here, and you've kind of settled into an outside back role, became a all-conference player. What has made you successful in that role?
Definitely my teammates around me. I know like a lot of the girls had played defense for a while, and I had some experience in high school. And then definitely the coaches, they knew obviously that it wasn't a position I was necessarily familiar with, so they spent a lot of time with me, and I felt like it fit really well. So.
What's been your favorite part of being associated with Concordia women's soccer so far?
I think definitely our run in April. That was so crazy, and I know emotions I haven't felt, and it makes like all the hard work so worth it.
What's something maybe people don't appreciate enough about how difficult it is maybe to play this sport?
Definitely running. I know it's kind of obvious, but all the running it takes to put in like technical work, and it's obviously only one season, but for us it's like all year round, because we have a few weeks of breaks, but you should keep up that fitness because we do play in the spring also.
How did you get started playing soccer, and what's your earliest memory of what it was like playing as a youngster?
Well, I started playing when I was 4, and I think I played actually goalie at one point, and that's probably the funniest memory I have, because there's no way I could do that now.
Well, the team did just lose Lindsay Carley, so...
Yeah.
When you transition from a second-year player to a third-year player now, you're maybe looked at as more of a leader on the team. What do you look forward to as you become an upperclassman?
I look forward to helping those younger players for sure, because it feels like just yesterday that I was a freshman coming in, and I know there's always so many questions, so many uncertainties on how things work, and I love to be able to be like that person that they can come to and ask questions if they need help.
Now, as we mentioned, coming off a GPAC tournament championship, you'd think there would be some confidence within the program about where you're at. How do you embrace being part of a program that does have high expectations?
I think that definitely encourages me and like the whole team to just keep working hard, because now we have like almost a target on our back, and I know that's kind of encouraging coming into like rival games, is still wanting to stay on top.
Last thing, you have Coach Goins now for the second year in a row, so hopefully everybody's maybe a little bit more comfortable with how everything works. How has maybe things been a little bit smoother compared to a year ago?
I think we know a lot more of like his tendencies, and we obviously know a lot more of the drills, so we take less time explaining things. And I think that goes along with team chemistry as well. He knows how we all play individually and as a unit, so it helps us get like the best 11 on the field.